working here way back when.
I still have nightmares.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
All right, a lot of you watching this coverage of the past week and last week when I was here say two things about the shot that you're looking at right now. One is, Neil, what's the deal with your hair? Can't you do anything with it? No, that's what you think I can't. The other is, what's the deal with the Canadian flag behind you? Is that a metaphor on what's going on here? No, it is not. We are just at the museum here in Washington. It's a sort of museum for all of us news guys. We're that egocentric that we build a building to honor us. But that's a whole separate issue. But this is the Canadian Embassy behind me, so you can't make this stuff up. The Canadian flag you're seeing that many say might be a sort of a Fox metaphor. Are they sending a subliminal message? No, just where we are is right next to the Canadian Embassy. And no, we are not saying we're about to become Canada. Canada's just way ahead of us. So I joke here. But there were a number of efforts to at least stall what Canada has coming here. And this next gentleman was leading that charge, Senator Mike Crapo, Republican of Idaho. He offered an amendment when they had this amendment rush, right, Senator?
That's
I think
right.
40 of them were offered by Republicans in this reconciliation effort to slow this puppy down, or at least have any of them taken up. And as is the case with the majority, they shot everyone down. You had an interesting one, though, submitted a number of times to make sure the middle class would not be hit by a tax hike as a result of this.
That's right.
Why was it shot down?
Well, it was shot down because without it, there was no way to pay for the skyrocketing cost of this bill. You know, the president continues...
Well, they say that you don't have to worry, that they're not going to.
Yeah, the president continues to say that this bill will reduce the deficit. The only way he can make that argument is if they raise taxes by over $600 billion in the first 10 years and cut Medicare by over $500 billion and then play a number of gimmicks. And what my amendment did was simply say, let's take this bill back into the committee and make a provision in it that says that nobody who makes under $250,000 will be hit by any taxes. The reason I picked that number is because the president has pledged half a dozen times that nobody in America who is in the middle class, defined by him as those who make, as a couple, more than $250 or less than $250,000 will have to pay tax. An individual $200,000.
So you wanted to say, all right, put your money where your mouth is, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, there's all this spin going on about whether there are or aren't taxes in the bill. Well, there are.
Well, you knew this would get shut down.
Oh, yeah.
So you were making a political zinger.
Well, yes and no, because this is one of the core substantive issues in the bill, the tax increases that are allegedly not there.
Well, they say the middle class won't get hit.
And the fact is that if that's true, my amendment wouldn't have changed the bill, because I didn't take any of the specific taxes out. I said, let's not allow any of the taxes in this bill to be paid by people who are in the middle class. And they knew that hundreds of billions of dollars of this tax increase is going to fall squarely on the middle class.
But they don't. That you're saying they're not going to unleash that for a while yet.
Yeah, it will take about 6 or 8 years as all of the taxes and all of the spending kick in.
Yeah.
But if you look at a full 10-year period, once everything is kicked in, it's not $600 billion. It's more like $1.2 trillion of new taxes.
Wow.
Hundreds of thousands of it will fall on the middle class.
All right, Senator, thank you very much. You're one of the few guys who hasn't left town.
Well, it's going to be coming soon.
All right. Have a great spring break, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Well, wouldn't you know, our Brian Sullivan has been looking at this on Fox Business Network. He's one of the smartest guys on the network, which, again,